One of the best ways to grow your audience and generate fresh leads is to team up with another relevant company when hosting your online event. It's a win-win because not only do you get to expand your reach, but you get to save time and money by pooling your resources and responsibilities with a partner. Hey guys, I'm Daniela, Content Manager at Livestorm, the world's first video engagement platform for managing your online meetings and events. As a marketer that's hosted my fair share of events, I'm creating this video to show you how you can build an event partnership agreement. I'll cover what exactly an event partnership is, tips for choosing the right company for one, how to pitch, and everything that your agreement should include. Before we jump in, just a quick reminder to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to gain more tips about all things related to online events. I have a lot more content coming soon. People sometimes confuse an event partnership with an event sponsorship, so let's just start by clearing the air. Unlike a partnership, a sponsorship basically means that a business has contributed funds to your event, but they're not exactly partnering with you or taking on any additional responsibilities. On the other hand, in partnership marketing, there's a shared commitment of running an event, which includes the promotion and, of course, content creation. So it is a little riskier because you really want to make sure that you find the right partner and that they carry their weight. And that brings us to the next section. When it comes to choosing a partner, I can't stress enough how important it is to do your research. You want to find a suitable partner that is a good fit for your business in terms of their performance, values, vision, etc. And to put this into perspective, I created this quick little checklist for finding the ideal partner. To start, a partnership must be mutually beneficial. You want to find a partner that is obviously not a competitor, but in a complementary sector as your own, and you need to have an overlapping ideal customer profile. At the end of the day, both audiences need to be interested in your topic, and the generated leads need to be valuable for both parties. And it's also a good idea to choose a company that is similar in size to your own, or ideally even larger. And two things you can look at here is how big their social media following is and how large their email lists are. And the ideal partner should also be dependable. They should be able to meet deadlines and produce high quality content. And this can be a little hard to know if you haven't collaborated together before, but you can get an idea by checking out the content that they've produced, including any past replays of events that they've held. And seeing that they've done partnerships in the past is already a really good sign. Your partner should have aligned messaging and values. Let's face it, your company's reputation is super important, and the last thing you want to do is jeopardize it because of the company that you decided to partner with. So be sure that your potential partner's messaging and values align with yours. Don't hesitate to dig into the history of the company, check out their website, press coverage, social media profiles, and anything else that can help you make an informed decision of whether or not they'd be a good fit. If you're also a marketer, you already know the value of relevance and personalization in your communication. And the same goes for reaching out to potential partners and pitching to them. So you want to show that you really understand their business, the value in their offering, and you should be able to clearly state why a collaboration would be mutually beneficial. And one tip is to find who the relevant stakeholders are on LinkedIn, send them a personalized message, introduce yourself, show that you're familiar with their company, what's in it for them, and propose a meeting to connect and discuss further. And if you're having trouble getting in touch with the right person, get in touch with the people in your own network, like your colleagues. It's likely that there's someone who has a connection with that company that can help put in a good word and help facilitate an introduction. Once you've found the right partner, chosen your topic, and the date, and the stars have aligned, it's time to start putting together your agreement. And you want to create an overview of your entire partnership plan in writing so that both parties can agree and use it as a reference throughout the entire collaboration. So this should include as many details as possible, like defining the objectives and key performance indicators, a well-defined promotion plan of the event, the content that will be produced, including the logistics, like how long your event will be, who will be involved and what the responsibilities are. For example, who will host the event's landing page, who will create the slide deck, etc. And of course, deadlines for each task. And including a data privacy section in your agreement or contract is super important as well, so that GDPR is respected and that no important security questions are left unanswered. You'll want to be transparent with your event registrants and include how the data you obtain, for example, leads from the event, will be shared between both partners, for what purposes, and give them the option to opt out of sharing their information. Remember that in order for a lead to be considered valid, getting their email address and consent is a must. All right, guys, that's it for this video. At this point, you should have all the info you need to get started with your own event partnership. If you're interested in seeing a partnership event in action, I'll leave a link to a replay of a past webinar that we've hosted here at Livestorm in the description below. You'll also find links to some additional relevant resources. And I'll see you next time. And until then, keep creating, keep engaging, and keep those connections alive. I'll see you later. Take care.